Hello, my name is Taylah Wright. I am a student currently studying in studies of interpersonal communication. I am from St. Matthews, South Carolina, which is a very small town. I consider myself a girl from a small town with big city dreams. I am a very outspoken person and I really enjoy speaking to people and trying to help them with any issues that they may be facing. And that's why I think that I would, be very successful in being a human services counselor. My overarching goal, I actually did two overarching goals because I couldn't really narrow it down to one. But ultimately, my overarching goal is listening to what is being said as well as what is not being said when I'm in my sessions with my clients. Because a lot of times people that are going through something, they are unable to bring to the surface what is actually bothering them. They, tell anything that has happened recently, but they don't get to that inner reason or that inner issue that's bothering them. So I want to basically focus, that would be my target, is to focus on what is actually not being said by my clients so that I can assist them as best as possible. On the next slide, you'll see where I have a picture of a group of diverse women, and it says Big Sisters Care. Of course, no one probably knows what Big Sisters Care is, and that's because that is what I want to name my nonprofit group. I would like to begin a nonprofit organization in which I would be having, a group of women that have been through similar situations as my clients have been in, and I just want them to be able to be mentors to I would be targeting teenage girls. I want, my employees or, whomever is being a mentor to pretty much suffice as a big sister to the mentees. The background and behavioral blend that we did partake in at the beginning of the course, I would say that I did like the self-assessment one, the first one, but I do believe that Queendom, the one that we took on Queendom, was a little more detailed, or it really, I found myself able to relate to the one on Queendom the most. One of the biggest things that stood out to me with Queendom that I did see to be true was said that I believe that empathy is an essential part of interpersonal communication, in which I really do, because I feel that when a person is talking to you or they want to get their point across, it is very vital that they feel that you're empathizing with them, that you understand, and that you are worried or you're concerned about what is going on with them. Not that you're just listening because that's what you have to do, but that you're actually concerned. So I did like that Queendom pointed that out. I also like the fact that it says that I'm likely to adapt to a person with whom I'm conversing, because I am a very versatile person. So when I'm speaking with someone, whatever it is that they're going through or whatever it is that they're presenting to me, I am very quick to adapt to them so that they don't feel that, they're outcasts or that they're by themselves in whatever it is that they're going through. On the next slide, you'll see a picture of my father and I. I did include this is for my background and behavioral blend, because my father is the person, he is the idol, the reason why I am the person that I am today. He's the reason why I'm pushing forward to being who I want to be in the future. My father has served as both, or not both because it's more than two things. He served as my father, he served as my mother, my sister, my brother, my friend, my teacher, my counselor, my mentor. He has been everything to me, and he really does serve as my background and my behavioral blend, because he is the person who I hold responsible for making me who I am today. So I just wanted to shout my father out. Of course, he'll never see this, but that was good to shout him out. One of my communication barriers, and I do know that we probably should have presented one, but I do have more than one, unfortunately. And the first communication barrier is learning to share my feelings and thoughts without accusing, attacking, labeling, and judging. Because it is so quick for us to say that we want to listen to someone, and we do listen to them, and unfortunately, because they do not think what we think, or they have not graduated to the level of understanding and comprehending that we have, we're so quick to judge them, attack them, label them. And that's one of the things that I do battle with, and I just know that it definitely would not be a good look for me as a counselor and as a person, as an individual. I just need to get away from that. So that is one of my communication barriers that I am definitely working on. Another is falling victim to the myth in our society that when someone has a problem, we're supposed to solve it. I do think that I can carry the weight of the world on my shoulder. I do think that every time someone comes to me with a problem, that I'm supposed to solve it. And that is something that I need to get away from, because when I feel that I have not succeeded in solving their problem, then I carry that weight on my shoulder. And ultimately, the weight of the world should be left to the Lord. So I need to stop trying to, be the Lord, and understand that I can't solve everything. Resources and strategies. I would like to encourage self-disclosure, because it improves the quality of relationships. So disclosing myself, as well as having my clients begin to disclose themselves as well, I believe that will definitely help mend our relationship and our bond. And I also would like to use, different readings, because you can never have enough education. One of the readings that I've seen from the peer review was Interpersonal Communications, Everyday Encounters. I just feel that you can never have too much education, and I do plan to educate myself as much as possible. Resources and strategies as well. I do also want to incorporate inhaling and exhaling in all of my sessions, because inhaling and exhaling, they are both very vital, and sometimes we try to exhale more than we inhale, but they do intertwine and work together. Action plan. I do want to make sure that between myself and my clients, I'm gaining compliance, I'm generating affinity, resolving social conflict, offering information. That is something that I got from one of my peer scholarly articles as well. I also want to encourage letting go of the past and remembering the lesson. I want to encourage my clients to read their Bible, and also for them to believe that anything is possible. At first, I was kind of iffy about becoming a counselor, but then I referred to my favorite scripture, which is Jeremiah 29:11. It says, "For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future," which gives me all of the motivation and encouragement that I need to become a successful counselor. That being said, I also, transition to my favorite quote, which says, "She is clothed with strength and dignity. She laughs without fear of the future." That lets me know that because the Lord has plans for me, I can laugh without fear of the future, because I will most definitely be a very successful counselor. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed.